Welcome to the Reed Report. I am your host, the Reed Report. And this morning, I want to talk about a topic that just recently surfaced and came out, and it's being talked about. And I was going to talk about it last night, but I wanted to wait until she gave her interview so I can hear what she had to say in order to give my opinion on the situation. And I'm talking about U.S. track and field sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson. You guys know Sha'Carri at the Olympic trials. She won the 100 meter at 10.86, making her the fastest woman in America, and she's only 21 years old. And back in April, she ran a PR 10.72, which made her the sixth fastest woman of all time. But unfortunately, the young sister is not in the news for something positive right now. But she did test positive for the use of marijuana. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, it's just weed, it's just marijuana, blah, 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 not a big deal. But unfortunately, it is against the rules of the Olympics. She did use the weed, when she took the marijuana, she did it back in the state of Oregon, which it's legal there. But again, it's illegal, for her job or duty in the Olympics. It's illegal for the Olympics. And her trial results were disqualified, so they don't count. And because of that, she will not be able to participate in the 100 meter run at the Olympics in Tokyo. But like I said, I want to talk about what she said on the Today Show, but I also wanted to get into something else that I think should really be addressed about the situation. She was on the show and she was talking about, of course we know she lost her mother the week before the trials. I think the news was she said that a reporter told her, and she kind of gave the reporter a pass for breaking this news to her. And in my opinion, I just think that, I don't think this reporter, she said it was a he, I don't think he, it feels like it's not something that he should be telling her. I'm not sure how he found out, but I just feel like if he's talking to her, I don't even know, because I tried to find the conversation. I'm not sure how the conversation went, but it should have went something like, hey, you should go talk to your grandmother or your sister or whoever. Right now is probably, not a good time. And he should have been in the state of it on his conscience, in good faith. He shouldn't be talking to her because this is her mother, and he shouldn't be breaking this news to her. And he should go, ask her, I'm going to have to postpone the interview or whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. And just go talk to your grandmother or someone right now because they have something, to tell you. And she kind of gave him a pass in the interview saying, oh, he was just doing his job, blah, blah, blah. I'm not criticizing him or whatever, but it's like, you probably should have. Like, I'm not saying you should bash him, but I don't think a person deserves a pass in that, in that instance, because it's just not their place. That's not their place unless they have no other choice, unless the family member, and I don't know, so it could be the case, unless they specifically asked this reporter to tell her, he should not have told her about the passing of her mother. That's family business. That's something they should have told her. And she did say that she knew the rules. She knew that she shouldn't have, but it was the way that she felt she should cope with the situation. At the same time, she was failing to take accountability. While she did say she knew the rules, she was basically, the typical, I'm just human, who are you to judge? think before you judge me. I'm a human like you. It's like, yeah, that's true. We all have our errors. We all make mistakes, but it doesn't help your situation. It doesn't help your mistake if the first thing you think about is what people are going to say. The first thing you think about is what the critics are going to say. It starts with you. As cliche as that is to say, it's 100% true. It starts with you. Not always thinking about, oh, forget what everybody gonna say, forget my haters can go to hell or whatever. She didn't say that, but I'm just, you know what people say, haters are our motivators, which is a stupid saying. It's like it's like you say you know the rules, but then you also, you know, fail to take that accountability by telling people that they can't, pretty much saying that they can't pass judgment on you because they're human too. That does not help you. That keeps you where you are. That brings you down. It doesn't keep you where, it brings you down when you say, I'm only human. Taking responsibility and being accountable is not even thinking about what people are going to say, because people are going to say what they're going to say. Like right now, I'm saying what I want to say, and you're not going to stop it no matter what. In the sense of losing her mother, you know, that's a tough situation. And she was about to say, you know, that she was saying that she can't tell a person how to cope, when it's like, that's not true either. People are going to do what they want to do, but it's up to you to tell them, like, hey, like you saying, if you saying that you can't tell a person how to cope with a situation, that's basically giving them a pass to do whatever it is on their mind to try and deal with a situation that they're dealing with. It's up to you as their friend to be there and tell them, you know, if you know what they're capable of and it's not a good thing, you should keep them from doing what it is that's probably on their mind. So you can help a person in a situation and basically coach them on how to cope with dealing with something as tragic as losing their mother. Because she was about to say, oh, nobody knows the pain, and then she quickly walked it back, because it's like, yeah, people do know that pain of losing someone that they care about the most. But she did walk it back, like, cause she stopped, she thought about it, and she was like, oh wait, yeah, I shouldn't say that. Which she shouldn't, because people will be like, wait, I lost my mother. Somebody be like, I lost my father. I lost this person who was there for me. But one of the other things I want to talk about when it comes to accountability is, you know, of course you have the people that are going to tweet their support for her, and that's cool. That's cool, but I'm not saying openly bash this woman, because that's not what you do. What I'm saying is tell her you support her, tell her you're behind her, but don't go blaming other people while you're doing that. That's not helping a person in that situation. That's keeping them where they are. You're not helping. You're not lifting them by just criticizing the Olympic people, the people who make the rules. And I'm not giving these people a pass. I'm just saying, in a situation like this, I don't care about them. I'm worried about the person who I claim to be friends with or claim to care about. And what I'm talking about is the tweets from the celebrities, the athletes who tweeted their support but bashing at the same time of the Olympic people, which the Olympic rule makers. You had Odell Beckham Jr. who tweeted, "This is some bull-ish, TBH." You had Damian Lillard say the same thing, "This, that bull-ish." You had Dwayne Wade say, "But majority of y'all rule makers smoke and probably are investors in THC companies. Let's stop playing these games." See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to go after them. I'm not saying these people are angels. I'm just saying they do not matter in a situation like this, because if you're saying this about them, you're basically not helping her in her situation, helping Sha'Carri Richardson. You're basically telling people that when something happens to them, it's okay to blame the people who took your dream away or whatever. No, you know what you were getting yourself into when you got into the situation. So you can't go and say, oh, but y'all probably invest in these companies. They probably do. You're not helping her at all by saying this. You're not sending the right message to people. You're basically telling them that you don't have to take responsibility. You don't have to be accountable for your actions. Blame the people who punish you for your actions. That's what Dwayne Wade is saying to me in this tweet. That's how I interpret it. All he could have said was, "We're praying for you, sis. We're praying for you. I'm going to give you a call." Not always, let's go blame this person because they took her dream away. Blaming other people when all you can say is, "We're thinking about you. We care about you. I'll give you a call or private DM." But when you put stuff out like this, and you also have Marcus Lattimore who said this is just nonsense. Jamal Crawford said, "Oh, so Sha'Carri Richardson reached a level of fame where it's try and find anything to mess with her." Got it. And again, I don't know if this is their goal. I don't know, but I know that putting this out there for her to see, and for being as young as she is, for her to see, and for other young people, it only tells people that you don't have to be responsible for your actions. Blame the people that punish you for your actions. When you know the rules, they know the rules of their league, whether it's football or basketball. But when you get punished for it, you can't, and you know the rules, you can't then go and blame them. You should talk about it beforehand. If this is really an issue, before this even came out, y'all should have been saying, "Wait, let's protest the marijuana rule in the Olympics," or whatever. You can't just say it after, because you're not taking responsibility and being accountable for it. But y'all have to do better when it comes to holding people accountable. They said that there's a chance that she can still take place in the relay. It's a small chance, but it's a chance. So hoping she gets that chance, praying she gets that chance, because she's really talented. She's really talented. She talks a lot about how she doesn't use any PEDs, no steroids, or none of that. What you see is what you get, and I believe her. I believe her. She's naturally and gifted, naturally talented, and she's gifted at what she's able to do. So hopefully she can run in that relay. But, again, this is just a message that take responsibility, be accountable. Stop telling these young people to go and blame other people for their mistakes, because that's not helping. That doesn't help at all. Let's talk about it.